This is my Commodore VIC-20, and actually it's one that I sold on eBay a few weeks ago. Now, the guy that bought it sent me a message and said, "Hey, your VIC-20, it's got zigzags all over the screen." I was like, "You what?" I was like, "Yeah, there's zigzags all over the screen." I was like, "Well, it kind of is. They've all got a bit of distortion. They all have a bit of a rubbish image. You know, they're 40-year-old computers." And he said, no. He said, "Look at this photo." He sent me a photo. Anyway, you might be able to see this. It was doing this. It's horrible. Now, I think I know what it is. I've just tried my bench power supply with this VIC-20. Let me do that. Okay, this is the same VIC-20 running with my bench power supply. Notice the difference? It's down to noise on the 5-volt line, which is feeding the VIC-20. Okay, power supply is fixed and the VIC-20 has a lovely picture, much more in line with what you'd expect to see on a VIC-20 from back in the day. What was the problem? Well, I'd replaced the 5-volt regulator, the linear regulator, with a modern switching equivalent, which usually is quite a good move. But however, sometimes you have certain VIC chips are more sensitive to line noise, and even the slightest bit of line noise will cause noise. I tested the power supply with other VIC-20s, I tested the VIC-20 with other power supplies, but I didn't test them together. So that's what the problem was. What have I done? Well, I've put a whole new modern 5-volt system in there. So you've got the Commodore power supplies have an AC and a DC system. The AC system runs on this linear transformer, and then you have a little digital switching power supply down here which does the 5-volt bit. It's in at a slight angle because there's a fuse behind there that needs to stay for the AC line, and of course we tapped off the 5-volt module after the thermal fuse in the transformer, because what you don't want is a transformer that's thermally fused blocking out the AC but keeping the DC running, because then you'll just get all sorts of weird issues. So that's all ready to button up, all ready to go back, nice and safe, much more modern power module, and hopefully my lovely chap who bought the VIC-20 will be happy. Bye.